This is Johnny, and little does he know he's having a pint with his actual granddad, me. And in about 5 seconds, he's about to find out what I've done.
Hello, nice to see you here.
But before we get to that, let me give you a little bit more context. Johnny and I have been friends for many years, but 6 months ago, when I didn't join him on a night out, he messaged me this. Are you coming out? Nah, I think I'm gonna stay in. All right, Grandpa. All right, Grandpa. Those 2 words that I couldn't stop thinking about, which made me wonder, could I actually become his grandpa? This is the story of how I found a never-explored loophole to do something that is technically illegal.
If you would like to sign there.
All to get back at my friend for something incredibly petty. And I have no idea how he's going to react. I'm going to adopt his dad. I have thought about this. If I can convince Johnny's dad to let me adopt him, that would make me Johnny's grandpa. As Johnny's grandpa means I could do all sorts. Tell him when he needs to go to bed, tell him lots of inappropriate jokes, sleep with his grandma. Not only would it make me Johnny's grandpa, it would also make me the youngest grandparent in the world. The woman from Romania became a grandma at the age of 23. This was in 2011. She's now 37. That would make me, at 29 years of age, the youngest grandparent in the entire world. There are some issues with my plan, however. The main thing being, I don't know Johnny's dad. Number 2, adopting someone over the age of 18 in the UK is illegal. You can't do it. I have done a bit of Googling, and it is legal in Germany. So, I need to convince a man that I've never met to get on a flight with me to a foreign country to sign a document that will legally make me his father, and if I do it, not even gonna be the weirdest thing I've done on this channel. I'm at work. So, here was the plan. Step 1, I would need to get Johnny's dad's number. Luckily, Johnny is incredibly gullible. Hello. Quick one. I am looking to organise a father and son's cricket match. Would you and your dad be keen? Yeah. Can you send me his number? Because I'm going to put together like a group. Cool. Mate. That was easy. Step 2. With my prospective son's phone number, I had to pitch him the idea. Hello.
Nice, it's Mark. How are you?
Very well, Mark. I hope I haven't interrupted your day at all.
Thankfully you have. It's always welcome to be interrupted.
So yes, I've intentionally kept this relatively vague. I quickly explained the reasoning behind my rather mad idea, and at first Mark was quite sceptical. To get him back, I thought, wouldn't it be great to become, technically, Johnny's grandfather? Which would mean I would need to adopt you.
Right. Okay.
Would you be willing to be adopted? We would then surprise Johnny. Well, I would reveal that I am now technically Johnny's granddad.
In principle, yes. How do I get unadopted?
He took some convincing, but eventually Mark was in on my little scheme. Amazing. Mark, thank you so much. Cheers, mate. I've got myself a son. And on to step 3. Organise how to get to Germany. Now you might think that this is the easy bit, but Mark lives in Cardiff. There are literally no flights from Cardiff to Germany. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. So to solve this little problem, and also to make Johnny feel insanely jealous, I had one option: a private jet. This is what we're going in. Fly to Cardiff, collect Mark, and then hotfoot it straight to Germany. We would be flying to the city of Mönchengladbach, the only reason being it was the closest German city to the UK. Hop off, meet a lawyer, sign the adoption papers, hotfoot it back for London just in time for 6:30 dinner with Johnny, in which I surprise him. Easy. So I climbed aboard, whoa, strapped in, and as we took to the skies, I was one step closer to becoming Papa Fosh. Cardiff, baby. Let's go get my son. And here he is, the soon-to-be Max Fosh Jr. My son!
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
How you doing?
Nice to see you. Are you ready to hop aboard and get adopted?
Yes, of course.
Let's do it. As Mark stepped aboard, it seemed that we had more in common than I'd thought. You are dressed to the nines today.
This is dressed down day. There's no chalk stripe, isn't that obvious?
Having clearly picked the right man for the job, it was time for takeoff, part 2.
Right.
Let's go to Germany. I took the time in the air to get to know Mark, creating the foundations for a good father-son relationship. And it seemed that I wasn't the only one who was about to join Johnny's family.
The only thing I was saying and nervous about was that his sister is is late producing a baby. But I was thinking, please don't produce the baby today. He's going to suddenly go, oh, I need to go and see the baby. But
oh my god, that would be my great-granddaughter.
But just then, the pilot gave the strangest announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're cruising 35,000 feet, and, well, we handled the journey up here. Let's talk about your online safety when you land with Surfshark. When you land, public Wi-Fi can be risky. Hotels, airports, coffee shops. Hackers love unsecured networks, but with Surfshark VPN, your personal data stays encrypted and protected. Surfshark also lets you change your virtual location, meaning you can access streaming services, banking apps, and websites as if you were back home. No more, this content is not available in your region messages. Plus, one account covers unlimited devices, so whether you're on your phone, laptop, or tablet, you're always secure. And if you find yourself in a spot of bother, don't worry, because Surfshark offers 24/7 customer support through their live chat feature. They even have a 30-day money-back guarantee if you so desire. And today we've got an exclusive deal. Go to surfshark.com/MaxFosh for 4 extra months of Surfshark absolutely free. Stay safe and enjoy your travels. Thanks for flying with us.
As we came into land in Mönchengladbach, time was of the essence, so meeting us on the tarmac would be our lawyer.
I think our lawyer is coming to meet us at the plane. We get adopted, we will come to you.
And being German, he was remarkably efficient as we got to sign our document sehr schnell.
Hello.
With all the pieces in place, the adoption ceremony could begin, and I was ready to sign my way into fatherhood.
Max Fosch.
Yeah.
Ich will diese Faser.
Yeah.
Und adoptierter Mark Harvey.
see, I mean, yeah.
Der sehr glückliche Erwachsene genannt, the very happy adult.
Very happy.
That's perfect.
You're probably going to want to have a read of that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to read the small print when neither of you speak German.
Elton Flickton.
Well, what does Elton Flickton mean?
Your responsibilities, obviously, having now a child. I don't think you owe any child support,
Thank goodness for that.
so you're adopting him forever.
Great.
Yeah.
With the assumption that the contract was fine and dandy,
You would like to sign on there?
it was time to sign myself into fatherhood. And at last, Mark and I were...
Officially, your father and son.
Father and son!
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, let's go get kissed.
Now for some quality father-son time with my boy. Starting with a celebratory meal at a Michelin star restaurant.
Cheers, Dad. Cheers, son. Thanks.
And then a wholesome afternoon in sunny Germany, doing all those things a good dad does, like a spot of fishing.
Thank you very much. This is the life, eh?
Bloody hell.
And passing on some valuable life lessons
Come on, safety doesn't take a day off.
across all areas of life. But after the best day a new dad could ask for,
You're doing a great job!
it was time to head home.
Come on, you little scamp. Come on.
But before we do, time to give Johnny a call to make sure he was still on for the big meet.
Hey-oo. We good for 6:30, just in case you think of bailing on me? I'll see you later. Bye.
Mark and I hot-footed it back to the plane and crossed the channel, back to my awaiting grandson. And funnily enough, the next time I'm going to be on a plane is when I fly all the way to Australia to finish the last leg of the Loophole World Tour. Only about 10% of tickets are left, so make sure you grab them now. And safely back in London, it was time to meet.
Right, I'm here. He's about to turn up in about half an hour, and Mark's going to come 5 minutes later. Let the surprise begin.
I headed into the pub, and minutes later,
Here he comes.
ah, look at my grandson.
Hey, honey. How are we? Oh.
I saved you a chip. Do you want a bit?
And now I just had to keep him busy, and also save the seats on the table next to us until Mark and the team arrived.
Unfortunately not, no. It's not, no, sorry. No people, yeah.
Do you literally just say no?
Yeah.
You like?
Yes.
Wow!
With one of the most diva-esque excuses you could imagine.
I've been around people all day.
Oh, okay.
And so then there's
Someone sat there.
someone.
What a great friend. But the time had arrived, and from across the bar, Johnny saw a very familiar face.
Hello. Nice to see you here.
Mark, good to see you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Long time no see.
Oh, actually, it's been what? 20 minutes.
Something like that, yeah?
I did wonder why we're in Paddington.
Have a seat.
Johnny was completely blindsided by his dad and now my son's arrival, so there was nothing left to do but tell him everything.
So, Mark and I hung out today.
Today.
Where did we go today, Mark? We went to Germany today, Mark and I. Had a great lunch,
Very nice red wine.
but there was obviously a reason. Just have a read of this.
You'll probably be able to pick this up quite quickly, actually.
Well, because I did German A level. He's not adopted you, is he?
No, I've adopted him. So,
As if.
6 months ago, Edinburgh, I didn't come on a night out. You texted me saying, all right, Grandpa.
No.
I decided.
private.
So, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I became Johnny's granddad? How do I do that? Well, I could adopt his dad, of course. Now, the problem is, Johnny, you can't legally adopt an adult in the UK.
Shut up.
But you can legally adopt an adult in Germany. So today, I flew your dad in a private jet
Shut. No way.
to Germany. We had lunch, we met a lawyer, and I am now legally
My granddad.
your granddad.
And now that we were officially granddad and grandson, it was time to reminisce over the family photo albums.
That's us stood in front of the plane.
Fishing.
We went fishing.
Right. He hates fishing. You never do this to me.
So, grandson, come here. Now you can literally call me grandpa as much as you like.
The worst.
Now you have 3 generations together.
For God's sake.